Hey everybody, how's everybody doing today? My name is Joey Lilly and I'm the host of Barbecue Right. Hey everybody, welcome back to Barbecue Right. We're on today's episode, man, we're going to be doing something good. Well, we always do something good. But man, we're going to be doing something that everybody loves. It's so quick and easy. We're going to be doing some pork fried rice. Now, I know everybody's had it, and this is my version of it. It's quick, simple, and easy. I'm going to be throwing some tips and some tricks at you. I'm going to be using some stuff in this that you've probably never heard of, probably never used before. That's all right. I'll walk you through it step by step. You'll be doing this like a chisant in no time. Alright, so if everybody's ready to go, I know this guy is. Giddy up. So when we do some pork fried rice, we're going to start with some pork. Now, lots of times folks do pork shoulder butt. They will do like small chunks of it. We're not going to do that today. We're going to be doing this on the Weber Kettle. Okay? Yes, pork fried rice on a Weber Kettle. We will be grilling our pork chops, and the kind of pork chops we have ribbon pork chops. It's got a little bit more marbling in it, a little bit more fat. Going to taste it a little bit better. And then we're going to take the center plate out and we're going to do it all on a wok. This Weber Kettle is very versatile. Check on getting you one. Alright, so we have our ribbon pork chops with all these other flavors that we got going on. The flavoring on the pork chops will be very simple. Alright, I'm just using plain seasoning salt. Alright. So you just want to hit it both sides. We go down this way. Hey man, get out the way, man. I'm trying to do something. Alright, like so. Don't have to go real stupid crazy with it. Because man, I'm telling you, this is very flavorful. There's all kind of flavors in this. Now that we got the pork out of the way, let's go in for the marinade. So we're going to start with some soy sauce. We've got 1 cup plus of soy sauce, about a cup and a quarter. Somewhere in there. Got that guy. Alright, now we've got our honey. I don't know how much of stuff I'm using. I'm just squirting. That is probably actually anywhere from a half a cup to 3/4 of a cup. Now we're going to be hitting you with some stuff you may have not cooked with before. The first one is Hoisin Sauce. When you go to the Chinese restaurant and you have General Tso's chicken, this is the main coating. Hoisin sauce. It's mixed with other things. This is very good. Very good. Maybe a 1/4 cup. Then we've got oyster flavored sauce as well. Very good. Used a lot in Asian cooking. Just throw that in there as well. You don't want to like overpower all this stuff. Now we've got sesame seed oil. This smells fantastic. However, it's very potent, and you do not want to go crazy with this because it will overtake your dish. So let's just go ahead and pour some in there, not a whole lot. Now, we got the secret weapon. We got a little something called Chinese 5-spice. This stuff is unbelievable, and it's off the easy. So, you don't want to add a whole lot of this. I'm going to add about a tablespoon. Now, I'm going to tell you something about this, man. This is fragrant, extremely fragrant. It smells so good. So then what you want to do, you're just going to take your whisk. Don't go real crazy from the start because you got liquids in there. You got thin liquids mixed with a thick liquid. If you go too crazy, man, that thin's going to go all over the place on you from the get-go. So as it gets more incorporated, then you can have at it a little bit better. I'm telling you one thing, man. I'm probably going to be having some neighbors coming over today just from the smell. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, so now what we want to do, let's go ahead and we'll throw our pork chops in the marinade. Now you may say, well, why did you season your pork chops and then you're going to put them in a marinade? The reason is just because I wanted to. So let's go ahead and take our pork chops. We'll one by one throw these rascals in there. Throw a little bit of marinade in there. Then we'll throw our other two in there. we're gonna let these sit. Now listen, the more time that you have for this, the better. We're gonna let ours sit for about an hour, all right? Now while this is setting, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take you up to the Weber kettle. I'm gonna show you how we're gonna get that set up today, all right? Let's go on over that way. All right, to get this started, we got a tumbleweed here like we usually do. Just light both ends of a candle. Go ahead and light that up. Let that catch up for a few seconds, let it get going. Then we're gonna add almost a full chimney of charcoal on top of that. That's probably gonna take roughly about 25 minutes. Then we're gonna be ready to set this up. We're gonna shoot our grate with vegetable oil. Then we're gonna grill some pork chops, remove that, throw our wok in, and get to going on this pork fried rice. Let's go ahead and get this party started. We're gonna pour our hot coals into our vortex, like so. Let's get this scooted back over into the middle. Let's go ahead and throw our grate on. We're going to let this warm up for a couple minutes. Then we're going to throw our pork chops on it. All right, it's been a couple minutes. Let's throw these chops on there. You're going to want to do these chops a couple minutes on the side. Got a little sizzle. Oh my goodness. I'm going to tell you, man, this just smells. I can't even describe how this smells. So we're going to let that sit out for a minute or so. Then we're going to get it on the other side by flipping it. Time to flip these little darlings. Uh-oh. Oh no, what have I done? A little bit too black on those. We'll cut that off. It's all good. All right, these are smelling phenomenal. Oh, okay, yeah, this is better side. I'll be able to get rid of all that charness. Now this guy right here, I'm getting ready to pick up. I'm gonna let him lay on there for a few more seconds on this side. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and pull them off. I'm gonna tin them, let them rest about 10 minutes. Then I'm gonna cut them up. We're gonna take out this center plate. We're gonna put our wok in. Then we're gonna get going on the fried rice. All right, the wok is ready. We're gonna hit it with some oil. Then what we're gonna do, we're gonna hit it with 4.5 eggs. Now you may say, how in the world you get half an egg? When I was whisking it, man, I whisked it so fast, half one came out, so I had to add another one. So that's how I got 4.5. Man, I tell you, man, I'm really digging this cooking in a wok outside. This stuff is good. So listen, man, as you're cooking this egg, you want to keep it going. As you see, this cooks quick, man. This wok is over direct heat on this Weber kettle. You just got to keep it moving all about. You can see we're almost there, man. This hadn't been in there in no time. Like, these eggs are done. I don't know if it's because we're cooking outside or in a wok or what. But man, these are probably the prettiest eggs I think I've ever fixed in my life. All right, so we've got that cooked where we want. Now we got 2+ cups of rice, probably about 3 cups of rice. Now this rice I cooked yesterday, got it in the refrigerator so it's nice and cold. This type of dish I always want to do cold leftover rice. It's always better. Turmeric is what I added to the rice. Let me give you a tip about cooking rice. I cook mine with chicken stock. I don't use water. It adds a great deal of flavor. So do that as a trick and add turmeric to it. This rice is unbelievable. So you want to give that a turnabout, get it all mixed up. All right, now what we want to do, we have some reserved marinade, and we're going to throw that in here as well. We have more if we need it. Now we're going to let this sit in here, get all happy, mix up real well. And then once this gets nice and warm, we're going to throw our diced pork in it. So while this was all going on, I diced our pork up. I took some of the char off on some of them. Some of that char, man, it tasted very good. All those flavors, just they're packed with taste, and man, it's just awesome. And so I actually didn't get rid of all the char. So we're going to let this cook down for a few minutes. Then we're going to throw our pork in it. All right, we pretty well got this where we want it. Let's go ahead and add our pork in. Man, that pork is juicy. And then we're going to throw our egg back in as well. This is a big dish. Let me give you a tip about when you cook pork. You want to cook pork to about 140. Once you go by 140, it can start to dry out on you. So 140, and go ahead and pull it. All right, Barbecue Riot fans, I gotta tell you, there are certain dishes that I do, man, I just can't wait to dive into. And this is one of them. I cannot begin to tell you how this smells. This smells out of this world. So I'm going to quit talking. We're going to go in for a little tad. We're going to plate that up a little tad. You know what? Let's just put a little bit more on there. Man, everything just smells so great. So, only thing left I know to do is to just quit talking and let's give it a taste test. Let's see how it turned out. Let's get a piece of this pork over here with all this. Yeah. Dude, I'm not lying. This is bouncing. This is just out of this world bouncing. I'm going in for another. I'm going to put a little egg in this one. Listen, I'm telling you right now, there is never any need for you to go out to go to a restaurant to get that. You can do this at home in no time. This is wonderful. One thing I noticed about this I really like. The Chinese 5-spice, you can get a hint of it. It's in there perfectly. This pork is delicious. I did char it a tad too much, but it is delicious. And the egg in this, I don't know what it is. It's the first time I've ever cooked the egg on a wok. And I don't know, man, it's out of this world. This is a very good dish. So let's wrap this up on what we did here. We did a pork fried rice outside on a Weber kettle. We took our pork chop, we put it in a marinade, we let it sit for about an hour, then we grilled it on our grill, a couple minutes on each side. We pulled that off, we put our wok on, then we scrambled some eggs, pulled that off, put our vegetables in it, cooked those real good. Then we threw our rice in there, we threw some reserved marinade in there, cooked that all about. Then we threw our egg and our pork in there, let it get all happy for about 5 minutes, pulled it out, plated it up, and this is what we ended up with. So listen, I want to thank y'all so much for tuning in. I appreciate y'all so much, you have no idea. Thanks for keep liking and subscribing and sharing and clicking the bell. And listen, I really do want to ask you to keep on subscribing. Keep spreading the word to Southern West Virginia. Southern West Virginia is going to branch out, and it's going to be thanks to you all. You can also find us on social media, obviously Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Idiot.